Good afternoon, cult members, and welcome to Pop Culture Cult. I'm Sean.
I'm Janice.
This is going to be our trailer reaction for the highly anticipated series, The Penguin, coming from HBO Max. Since they're hot right now, they want to remind you that they have other things coming. And go.
I'll be calling the shots.
It's Sony. It's not. It's Max, but
That's where we left off.
Look
Yep.
at this. What that madman did.
Uh-oh.
Listen, Sal. Carmine Falcone's dead. And I'm here now. I'll be calling the shots.
it's not wrong.
The Falcones are still licking their wounds. They're distracted. The business will be right for the taking.
So good.
My father
Shots are
can
so
get a
good.
week. You want to take what's mine?
Well,
Oh,
I'm the daughter of Falcone Don, but he's dead. And the family thinks I'm broken. I'm not broken.
You and me, kid. We gotta take whatever we decide is ours. Because no one's gonna give it to us.
I think he's
Not
dead.
without a fight.
Penguin, you work for the family. You will do as you're told.
I refuse to let these old men push me aside again. So I'm gonna take from them now. And I'm gonna force them to their knees.
What is it you're really after, Oz?
We're gonna tear down the empire from the inside out.
You know what? People underestimate you, but not me. I've always known you were capable of more.
did we just team up? I think we just teamed up.
Oh,
Yep.
in case you didn't know, Colin Farrell, Academy Award winner, Farrell.
yeah.
They said that like 5 times in this trailer.
Well, since he played the Penguin, he has won an Academy Award. So,
Right,
so
right.
we're gonna abuse the out of that.
And you know, to be fair, if you didn't know, I mean, wow, the makeup.
On the set of the Batman, I'm actually wearing my the Batman shirt. The first time he showed up on set in makeup, he started talking to people that he had already met
Yeah.
on the crew and cast
Yeah.
as Cobblepot, and he like more than once people are like, who is this weird guy?
How did you get on set?
Like, there's even stories of him like leaving set and going into town and getting lunch on his own because the makeup was so good.
Nobody knew who he was.
Nobody knew. It was like one of the few times in his life that Colin Farrell could
Yeah.
like walk around without being whatever.
Yeah.
But
Awesome.
if you were to tell me this was called the next one or the next in line or something else that's not that we already know is not in the Batman universe, I would be like, oh yeah, this is a gangster movie. The previous mob boss died. It's time to the next one
Yep.
move up.
Yep.
Somebody that's not in the family line decides to take a swing.
Yep.
It just happens to be that it's the Penguin,
Yeah.
and it just happens to be in the Batman universe. That's what's called the Penguin.
The Penguin. Yeah, I was definitely getting Soprano vibes with, you know, superheroes. I'm interested. So that's Clancy
Brown.
Brown.
As Falcone is a very
Oh, he's
yeah. No, not Falcone.
no
Maroni.
Salvatore. Yeah, Salvatore
Maroni.
Maroni. Okay.
Sorry.
So I was like, is he one of the gangsters or is he soon to be or already known super hero? I don't really know if they're heroes in this universe, but super capable person.
Super uber able, whatever. So I've read very little of the Batman comics, but I do know a little bit, you know, of like the base story beyond.
Yeah, Falcone
Bruce's
and Maroni are the two conflicting
Falcone and Maroni
families.
are the two crime families.
Yeah.
And Maroni is the one who kind of gets screwed over by the Falcones, and is put in prison. And so when Penguin goes to him in the trailer, he's gonna have some help from that family. And that's kind of what I think this whole thing is going to be about, because he actually says in the trailer, "I'm gonna destroy it from the inside out," or whatever.
Yeah.
And as we sit right now, from the end of the movie, the Penguin has nothing. He's by himself, or whatever. So this is going to be him, like, okay, I'm going to take over, but I can't take it over by myself, and I'm going to need help.
Right. He doesn't have a family. He was working for the Falcones, right?
Yeah. He was kind of the I guess the way they presented him was he was kind of the fixer. Like, he was the one that just kind of, more than an errand boy. More than that.
Yeah.
But he's definitely much more of a fixer to kind of get things done.
Yeah, and he was running the club
kinda,
and dealing their drugs for him and stuff. But I'm interested to see if anybody else.
Clancy Brown's always a win, by the way.
Yes, yeah. As soon as he talks, you hear him from Highlander. I'm interested to see if they're going to bring in any of the characters from the Batman.
I suspect we will get a mention of Batman, a mention of Bruce Wayne, a mention of Gordon, Commissioner Gordon, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't expect to see any of them unless it's like a post-credit scene setting up the movie.
Right.
There was supposed to be, after the Batman dropped, Matt Reeves kind of got a blank check from Warner Brothers and DC, and that's why they went ahead and did the Penguin show. And then everything kind of changed at Warner Brothers and changed at DC, and is it Loeb and James Gunn came in to take over and to run the DC, and James said, "No, we're still doing Penguin. We're still doing the Batman. They're kind of the Elseworlds, their own thing over there in the corner." But I would be okay if we got Bruce Wayne, if we got Robert Pattinson as Bruce Wayne in one scene.
Yeah.
In the middle of the season.
Yeah.
Something's going on.
Yeah.
And he shows up. As because the Waynes are important for the city, and especially with the rebuild of the city after everything that the Riddler did.
Yeah, and he went to the Penguin like twice in the Batman.
Yeah,
he went, went and to talk to him and stuff. So it's not out of character for him to show up at some point in time. It kind of feels like, since this is picking up almost directly, they said Falcone had been dead for a week. So yeah. And the water's still there. So it's been pretty quick after the end of the Batman. I would assume that the next Batman movie is going to pick up. I'm feeling like that may be a thread that they just keep picking up, and from where that left off, and I'm okay. I mean, as much of a dumpster fire as the DC movies have been in the past, and the Batman was like the one outlet. Well, the Batman and the Joker were the outliers.
Right. We're getting the Joker in September or whatever, October.
Yeah.
So.
Du Defale.
Yeah.
I'm okay with them. I hate this term, but making them like a mini Marvel universe, right? And kind of, because they were so good, right? So I'm okay with them trying to kind of tie them together off at the side. Don't try to bring in Superman and all of that. Don't even, if Batman and the Joker as the characters there, well, they shouldn't meet, right? Because the Joker in this one is Barry Kogan?
Coogan, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dugan, sorry, Dugan.
No, it starts with C. Kogan.
Kogan, it's a K. It's a K.
Yeah,
Keegan.
sure.
Kogan.
Barry Kogan.
OSHA.
He's the supposedly, maybe sort of the Joker
Yeah.
in this one. So yeah, I just keep giving us this over here and go do whatever you want to do over there, and I'm enjoying this one.
When they announced that they're going to kind of expand, reset the DCEU, when they announced that, I said, let's do a build up of each of these individual things, each of these individual stories, but then still have these Elseworlds. That's how the comic was.
Yeah.
You had these Elseworlds. You had a different Bruce Wayne. You had a different Joker. You had a different Clark Kent. You had these kind of different stories that you were telling. You had the main Justice League run with all of those kind of spin-offs, but then you had Batman Year One. You had Red Sun for Superman. You had these. Why am I thinking of? I can't think of Calendar Man run. I can't remember the name of the run. That the Batman had like hints and stuff for, but it's definitely like one of those like, okay, I'm okay with doing these one-offs over here, and if they somewhat connect to each other, cool, whatever. Let's do the Bat family over here, and then do the whole rest of the DC thing over in that corner over there, and let them kind of be their own thing, and not flood the market with 17 DC things. That's the thing I think maybe James learned from what the MCU did. They struck while the iron was hot, and so they put a bunch of stuff out because there was a demand for it after Endgame.
Yeah,
and so let's kind of maybe parse this out a little bit.
Yep.
And
spend a little more time. I mean, that was kind of the lesson that Marvel learned at the end, right?
Yeah.
Is that, while we enjoyed most of what they put out, I wouldn't say. I mean, I really enjoyed the Marvels, but I wouldn't say any of it really hit on the level that Endgame.
Nothing was going to hit on the level of Endgame.
Right,
yeah.
and that's fair, but maybe just not, less quantity, more quality.
Yeah, and I think that's the lesson that everybody learned out of that.
Yeah, so,
because I don't think we don't need 8 superhero movies and 7 or 8 shows.
Right.
We just don't.
Not when they're not hitting with all of the fans and
that's all superhero genre stuff. That's including The Boys. That's including The Authority and like all the The Boys is a big thing. Like they're coming to their end too.
Yeah.
But it's just
the Umbrella Academy.
And the Umbrella Academy and Doom Patrol and all that kind of stuff. And so one of the things I wish they would bring back was the Runaways, but that's just a Marvel thing. But I'm really interested in this. Now, we want to know in the comments if we should do a week-to-week breakdown of this show like we're doing with The Acolyte and with The House of the Dragon. I would like to know if people would watch that, because I'm interested in having a discussion about what they're trying to say with this series.
Yeah.
Because they have something they want to say with this series, or they wouldn't have put the time and money into it.
Right. Yeah.
Because the Penguin being the lead of a show just doesn't work unless you have Colin Farrell, who blew it out of the park.
Yeah.
And they said, well, let's look into this and let's see.
Yeah.
Now, we have a story here. Let's go.
Yeah.
And so let's see what so let us know in the comments what you thought of our trailer reaction, and if we want to see a week-to-week discussion about this show when it comes out in September, I think is what they said.
Yep.
In the comments down below, please be nice. That's a requirement around here. I know the internet is vile sometimes, but let's be nice and have an even discussion. And like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, follow us on all social media stuff, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Links are in the description down below. And it's free. It helps us out. And until next time, cult members, good afternoon, good evening, and good night now.